thanks for joining me again. My name is Rachel, and today is Wednesday, September 25th. There is a whiny little monkey in the room today, so hopefully she'll keep calm for the most part. If not, then I will restart and kick her out of here. This is episode 6 of the Life in Knit podcast. You can find me mostly active on Instagram at _lifeinknit, and then my Ravelry ID is Rachel1137, and both will link down below in the description box. It is back to feeling like summer here, so I do apologize if it's a little brighter than normal. I'm podcasting a little bit earlier than normal today as well, so that definitely doesn't help. I am wearing my City Limit sweater today, even though it is too warm for it. It is just, you haven't seen it, so I thought I'd bring it out because it's beautiful. This is the City Limit sweater by Diaphanous Raglan of Diaphanous Gray Fiber Arts. It is, you can either do worsted weight yarn or, as I did, fingering weight held double, and I've seen some really pretty ones done with just one color. I did fade mine through 5 Skeins by Midnight Cravings. They're based out of Saskatchewan. So it is, sorry, I don't know off the top of my head. I do have to read my notes for this one. So Parasol into Pacific Rim, and then, oh, this one's a hard one to see. Patina, My 2 Cents, Afternoon Tea, and then Harvest. She does go in depth about when you should be holding them, so it does fade from like 2 strands of this one to 1 of this and 1 of the next one, and so on and so forth. So it's a really nice fade, especially if it does pick up on the different colors on that, and really easy to do when it went fast. I think I finished this one in 3 weeks or so. Yeah, and there's no ribbing. I love no ribbing. It is all I-cord trim, from the neck to the sleeves and the bottom of the sweater as well. I do not like ribbing. I will do it when I have to, but it's not my favorite thing, so I really enjoyed not having to rib for this one. Yeah, I have a finish again this week, hoping for next week too. Let's see what I can do, but I've got one this week. So this is the Bryce shorts that I tested for Tristan of Dragon Horde Designs. They're just so cute. Again, you're going to be so shocked to hear they're not even dried. So I did finish them yesterday, and they've been on the blocking mats for a while, but they are still damp. The DK just hangs on to water a little bit longer. This is a sample again for Marissa of Fantasy Fibers in her Morley Gray DK. So it's Sleeping Death and Envy in this one. I can't wait to get them to her. She's so excited, and I am very excited to get it to her. And I think I'm definitely going to have to make a pair of my own. I've started to high up some of my DK weight stash. I don't have a ton of it, but there is really pretty blue here that I think could be super fun. That one's from La Vie Anime. Or do fluff. That could make some interesting shorts. Fingering weight and fluff held double. Could be super fun as well. Yeah, so that's one of my biggest finish. That one is coming pretty quick, I think, now. So the Bryce shorts, part of the loungewear set for Dragon Horde Designs, they're going to come in 11 sizes from 27 inches to 64¼ inches, with a recommended 1 inch of negative ease to 2 inches of positive ease. She built them up really well. They fit Marissa perfectly, which is very exciting, so really stoked to get those to her. And then works in progress. I'm trying to keep out of the sun here. It's a bright one today. So my Scrappy Socks just live in my purse, always with whatever random leftovers I've got kicking around. And these ones are with Yarn Inks, Merry and Bright. I've got one full sock here, and I did the Streamer Socks by Penny Moons last year with this one, but it's so nicely frigged. So fun Christmas socks, and then I have started the cuff. Yeah, I think I've still got like one more row on the cuff, and then I'm into the body of the sock a little bit further. So since they're slowly coming along, I'll probably get a little bit more work on them this week because I've got a couple morning shifts at work that I'm going into, and I can't afford to park downtown. So I park there. And I just use 64 stitches, and then lengthwise, whatever I feel like at the time. It changes time to time. I did leave my completed Hauntest Forest sock downstairs. My apologies, but you've seen it a bunch of times now. I have started sock number 2. I am just into the color work there. So you can see the first 2 rows of little beaded moon. So they're coming along. I'm just proud of myself for starting the second sock that fast as the test is over. It has been released on Ravelry, so it's the Haunted Forest Socks by Alindria Knits. Her patterns are a ton of fun and come in a really good variety of sizes. She has worked into the pattern the ease that's needed for the color work, which is really great because a lot of people don't, and a lot of people have really big issues with color work. And my new project, this one is in a bag from So Shannon. She does really nice Harris tweed bags. And it's fall now, so I had to do a fall bag, and it's so pretty. Her Harris tweed bags are fantastic. I have 3. It's fine. We're all fine. So this is the Diaphanous Raglan by Jessie Made Designs. There's 9 sizes in this pattern, from 34.5 inches to 67.25 inches, including positive ease of 4.5 to 6.5 inches is recommended, which is lovely. So this is the Diaphanous Raglan. It's just the bare start. I started it yesterday, but I had to get it on the needles. This is going to be the start of the sleeve, so it'll just go over that away, or I guess the other way, because it started there. I'm going to pick it up. Yeah. So this is a sample from Mary Margaret Fibers in her Take Me Home Tonight on the Surrey, which is why it's so open and airy there, and fingering weight. It's a really cool structure to the pattern. I've never done anything like this before, so it's been fun so far to figure out. It's been a little too hot the last couple of days to be able to work much with Surrey. So hopefully, I think it's supposed to start cooling down again by tomorrow. So hopefully that will be a little bit better, which is exciting for me. I know a lot of people like the sun. But it's fall. I just put up with months of summer for you all. You can deal with fall weather for me. I'm okay with the sun. Just a couple degrees cooler would be nice. I'd rather not boil in my house. And carrying on the sample train, I brought it into the house this time. So for a Spirit Shawl by Knit Graffiti. It's getting so big now that you can't easily see, which is fantastic. So the Forest Spirit Shawl, this is by Knit Graffiti. Got a couple of her patterns on the go right now. This is a sample for Polka Dot Creek. It's so good. So all over brioche, it's when Away We Ride and charcoal, both on the classic sock. I love when things get to the point where you can't show them off quite as easily anymore, because it means they're growing. Yeah. I do like the Away We Ride side better. It's so good. It's such a fun speckle. She has really great speckles. And fall has some of the best colors. So you can see them a little bit better. They're getting so squishy now. Away We Ride and charcoal. Just my little yarn cozies here to keep them all organized. And this is in another bag by So Shannon. I've got a lot of her bags. Her prices are really reasonable, and she's local, which is nice. One of her sweary bags, she has a lot of those as well. Both of these are the doctor style, like medicine bags, but 2 different sizes, because she does the 2. This one's not quite big enough for a sweater bag, I'd say. You could probably shove a t-shirt in here, but I really like it for shawls and other smaller projects. This is a bag that was made for me by a friend. She does not make bags, but she just did it because she's amazing. Little polka dots. I should have put the polka dot creek yarn in here. That would have been so much more fun. But it's my other Knit Graffiti thing. So I was had the ribbing on this done last week, but I've got a little further in. I've gotten good, and I actually put in the markers of where I was last week. Go me. This is the Spiderwebby hat. That's a test for knit graffiti. I showed you at the end of last week's podcast, there was a couple pictures of the cowl that I did as a test for her, and that one is beautiful too. It's also a really great layer. I want to make another one. I don't know if I'm going to put the color work inside. Might do stripey on the inside and then solid on the outside, because I think that'd be so good. Because it was perfect last winter when it got really, really cold here. Yeah, the Spiderwebby hat. I'm probably halfway, a little over halfway through the body of the hat now. It's getting bigger. I still have lots of yarn left, which is great. So I cut it a little bit close, and I'm doing this in a half sock set I got from Rose Hill Yarns. So it is her Warm Spice sock set. I got this a couple years ago, and she does go through, but she has a really fun collection coming out this Saturday that looks so good. It's Warm Spice, and then there's just a little chocolate brown contrast. 70 grams altogether, which should be plenty of yarn for a fingering weight hat, and it seems like I'm still gonna have leftovers from it, which is great. I don't like playing things too close unless I have to, but like you saw before, I have a lot of sock sets, so it was nice to be able to use one. And last but not least of my works in progress is my Lace and Fade Boxy. So Lace and Fade Boxy by Hohi Locatelli. This is my second one. I did a test knit for it when it came out, and I've got another one started. This one is in yarn from Fantasy Fibers Yarn Co. It's her Love Me Some Pie, which was her Pie Day colorway last year. I've had it for a little while. It's really nice. Almost black base with all these colorful speckles on it and like the fall tones. It's knitting up so beautifully. I can't wait until there's a little bit more to it. Just work my way down the back right now. It does look enormous, but it does go all the way down until just above your elbow on that one. So don't be scared if you cast it on. It does look like that. So yeah, the Love Me Some Pie colorway by Fantasy Fibers Yarn Co. This is her Enemies to Lovers fingering base. So her sock base. I don't know where I got my little yarn cozy from. It's a little Harry Potter-ish one. I've loved Harry Potter for years. I do not support the author's points of view on anything, so I do try for anything Harry Potter related that I get to not be licensed, so the little people get the money and she does not. And then I donate money to trans charity of I change up every time just to help counteract some of the evil that goes in the world. So I'm using, for the lacy parts, I'm using her Harbinger on her Forced Proximity lace. I actually say it correctly this time. Forced Proximity lace, which is the Surrey. Fated Mates is my favorite trope, so I tend to go to that one. Because all of her bases are named after bookish tropes. But that's not correct, that's her mohair. And this is in bag by the Elbel Tree. It was another local maker. This is a custom bag. I went over it a little bit further last time. But she has custom bags, so you can choose everything from the top to the bottom on it. Just makes it kind of like all you. This is a good one, and it's enormous. I do love my giant bags, just not for traveling. I'm gonna have to start thinking about that pretty soon. I do have some ideas of what I'm gonna bring with me, but it'll definitely depend on, oh, sorry, didn't mean to kick you there, depend on what I've got finished by then and where everything's at. Yeah, and again, I did another successful week of not bringing any more yarn into the house, which is great. I do need to drop off a bunch of things off at Marissa pretty quick here, which is always dangerous because it is that time of month where I probably get my club yarn, and yeah, luckily she's been too busy to dye me up my own yet, so that can hold off for a little while, and hopefully I can get one or two more things off the needles before I pick up more yarn from her. yeah, kind of short and sweet today. I do apologize. I haven't done much of anything either. It's been a pretty mellow week here. I think yesterday I literally did not leave the house. It's been busy work-wise, so when work is busy, I tend to be a little bit more chill in my personal life. I've planned a few more things for Europe, so got a few more reservations at places that I really wanted to check out, which is great, and bought our tickets for the Musée d'Orsay, which is one of my favorite museums in Paris. I don't think we're going to do the Louvre this time. We've only got, I think, 4 days in Paris, so taking up an entire day of that at the Louvre, because gosh knows I can't get out before that, is a little excessive, even for me. So my husband will get spared from that one this time, but he liked the Orsay Museum as well, so he doesn't mind going to check that one out again, which is great. Yeah, that's about the extent of the excitement. Hey, Monkey, you want to come say hi? Come here. Come, way, Dogo. Hi. Come here. Come here. This is my middle dog, Astar. She is 8. Can you not kiss me? Thank you. She is another rescue. We got her from Help Tulum Dogs. It's a rescue organization in Mexico. Okay, thank you. That's enough kisses, my love. Come here, though. So she was a street dog before we got her. We had actually gone to go look at her brother from the same litter, but Nova picked her instead. So she's more Nova's dog than our dog, but she is very cute. Hey, very, very cute. And in this, so yeah, there's 2 of them. You've seen 2 of them. Star is kind of hovering there, but she is a shy baby, so we'll get her on sometime. My little love monkey. She's a suck. But yeah, thank you for joining. Oh, hi, bud. You're gonna get closer? No, thank you. Not with your sister there. Hi. Hey, thanks for joining me, and I hope you take the time to enjoy yourself. Okay. Yes, we have a sign out front of our house that says, "Caution, dog can't control his liquor." Because of her. Just to give people a heads up before they come in the door. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I hope you take the time today to take some time for yourself and make something, and just in general enjoy. Leave a message down below with what you're working on. I get so excited to see what other people are working on. So please let me know so I can go check it out and see what's going on in your life too. Awesome. Thank you so much. Bye.